Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Vardhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radhe Radhe, Jaya Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radhe Radhe, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram Hanuman, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev. Shri Shri Radha Gokulanand ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Trilokya Yuga Sahasram, Yuga Sahasram, Bahir Abramano Dinam, Tavati Eva Nisatata, Yani Milati Visvasark, Milati Visvasark, Trilokya Yuga Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanondinam, Tavati Eva Nisatata, Yani Milati Visvasark, Trilokya Yuga Sahasraham, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Tavati Eva Nisatata, Yani Milati Visvasark. Prabhuji. Trilokya Yuga Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Vativani Hata, Yanmilanam, Trilokya Yuga Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Tavateva Nisatata, Nilivati Visvasrik. Mataji. Trilokya Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Tavateva Nisatata, Yanmilati Visvasrik. Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Tavateva Nisatata, Yanmilati Visvasrik. Trilokya Yuga Sahasram, Bahira Brahmanodinam, Tavateva Nisatata, Nilitati Visvasrik. Trilokya of the three worlds. Yuga, the four yugas. Sahasram, 1,000. Bahi, outside of. Abrahmanaha, up to Brahmaloka. Dinam is a day. Tavati, a similar period. Eva, certainly. Nisa is night. Night. Tata, O dear one. Yat, because. Nimilati, goes to sleep. Visvasirk, Brahma. Okay, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Outside of the three planetary systems, Swarga, Martya and Patala, the four yugas multiplied by 1,000 comprise one day of the planet of Brahma. A similar period comprises a night of Brahma in which the creator of the universe goes to sleep. Please repeat. Outside of the three planetary systems, Swarga, Martya and Patala, the four yugas multiplied by 1,000 comprise one day on the planet of Brahma. A similar period comprises a night of Brahma in which the creator of the universe goes to sleep. Purport: when Brahma goes to sleep in his night time, the three planetary systems below Brahmaloka are all submerged in the water of devastation. In his sleeping condition, Brahma dreams about the Garbhodakshai Vishnu and takes instruction from the Lord for the rehabilitation of the devastated area of space. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeyam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sautabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Smitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranarami Hari Sute Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Narayanam namaskritye naram cheva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamuditare nashta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttam shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. Good morning. So I seek all your blessings. I'm not at all qualified to speak on this, especially this Canto 3, which is very technical. I really don't understand this canto, but I've been given the opportunity to purify myself, and with the help of all you Vaishnavas, let's discuss this text. So, just to recap, this is a conversation between Vidura and Maitreya Rishi. In the 10th chapter, Vidura asks Maitreya Rishi a question: how was the universe created? And in chapter 11, we have been discussing time, which is mind-boggling in some ways, and I'm a very simple person. I like Krishna Katha. I don't like all this technical, but actually we should know this. And that's the only way we will get to know Krishna and how, amazing Krishna is and, what he has created. So we should really try and understand this. So in today's verse, we are describing Lord Brahma's and day and night. So in the previous classes, we have discussed Brahma's time in relation to our time. So we will not focus on that aspect too much. But so we know that a kalpa is a day of Brahma, and one day of Brahma consists of how many cycles? 1,000 cycles, the 4 yugas. Satya, Treta, Dwarpa, and Kali. And so we have been also discussing, how, this creation was created. And we already know what Lord Brahma does during his day. But in this verse, it tells us what he does during his night, which is as long as his day. So at the end of Lord Brahma's day, devastation is caused by a fire, and everything is annihilated, and then there is torrents of rain, and then it's all flooded. So here it is mentioned that Swarga, Martya, and Patala, the 3 planetary systems which are below Brahmalok, get submerged in the devastation flood. So recently I was listening to a class by Mother Urmila, and she was narrating the story of Gopakumar from the Brihad Bhāgavatam. Everyone's aware of Brihad Bhāgavatam? Put your hand up if you've read the Brihad Bhāgavatam. Okay, a few. Okay, so it's an amazing book. It's a narration by Sanatan Goswami. And it's a story about a young Brahmana cowherd boy who was in Vrindavan, and his name was Gopakumar. So this young Gopakumar was in search for his Lord Gopal. So he was traveling to all different planets. So there are 2 parts to this book. The first part is about who is the most dearest to the Lord. And the second part of the book is about Gopakumar and him traveling through planets to get to his Lord Gopal. So he was in search. So Gopakumar, so Krishna actually wanted Gopakumar to come back to him, to Goloka Vrindavan. But Krishna didn't want to interfere with the karma and whatever goes on. So he sort of arranged for Gopakumar. So Krishna came in the form of Gopakumar's guru and gave him a Gopal mantra to chant. And So through this mantra, Gopakumar could travel. He could travel to different planets. And he started his search for his Lord. So we would go through the whole story. But at one point, Gopakumar was in Jagannath Puri by the Ganges. And he heard some brahmanas talking. They were talking about Swargalok. So this just gives us an idea of these lokas that we are talking about. So Swargalok is the heaven of Indra, and it's a subterranean heaven. But the Brahmins were not talking about the opulence of the, Swargaloka. We know that there is so much enjoyment there, but they were actually saying that you can actually see the Lord in person. So then Gopakumar was interested because he was searching for his Lord. And they said that you could see him in the form of Indra's younger brother, Lord Vamana. So Lord Vamana lives there. So Gopakumar was thinking that, I would love to go and, like the deity is fine. I can see the Lord in the deity, but actually I would like to go there and see the Lord face to face. So he got very excited and he started chanting his Gopal mantras. And soon he was there in Swargaloka. This doesn't happen to us. When we chant our mantras, we are not transported there, but this is something that should, happen as it happened to Gopakumar. So there he saw Lord Indra was worshipping Lord Vamanadev. And he was caring so much for his younger brother. And he saw Gopakumar and called him over. And Gopakumar was really inspired by this relationship, and he was thinking that I would really like a close relationship, an intimate relationship with the Lord. And he carried on chanting his mantras. And then some incidents, so we won't go into this, but some incidents happened. And Gopakumar was then given the opportunity to be the next Lord Indra. So then Gopakumar takes on that service and he carries out his service. And then one fine day, Bhrigu Maharaj and some of the sages, they visited that loka. And Gopakumar found out, he was wondering where have they come from, and he found out that they came from Mahaloka, where the Lord of all sacrifices lived. And there was more happiness there than Swargaloka. So when Lord Brahma went to sleep, the sacrifices, so when he went to Mahaloka, it was all about creating sacrifices. And at one point, the sacrifices stopped. This is when Lord Brahma went to sleep. So for thousands and thousands of years, the sacrifices was closed. So he couldn't see the Lord of the sacrifices. So then he heard that in Tapaloka, there is even more happiness. So then Gopakumar travels there. So he went there and he saw that in this loka, everyone would self-realize by meditation. So in the other loka, it was through sacrifices. Now in this loka, everyone was meditating for self-realization. And then he was living there, and one day, Lord Brahma on his swan visited this loka, Tapaloka. And so then he found out that Lord Brahma actually lives in Satyaloka with Lord as his father. So Gopakumar wanted to travel there to see the Lord. The Lord there was in the Mahapurusha form with thousands and thousands of heads and arms. So again, Gopakumar was chanting his mantras, and before he knew it, he was in Satyaloka. So here he saw that the Lord was instructing Lord Brahma, and he saw that Lord Brahma was doing the work of creation. So, he was creating this material world, the universe. And soon the day ended, and it was time for Lord Brahma to go to sleep. So everything stopped. And Gopakumar remembers how when he was in Tapaloka, all the sacrifices, not in Tapaloka, sorry, Mahaloka, all the sacrifices stopped. So here he saw that all the cycles were going on, but now they're coming to a stop. And Gopakumar really, really liked that parental relationship that Lord Brahma had with Lakshmi and Narayan. So they were as his parent, and it was very sweet and intimate. And here the happiness was thousands and thousands times more than Tapaloka or Mahaloka. So Gopakumar thought that I would like to have that sort of a relationship with the Lord. And he continued chanting his mantras. Then one day, Lord Brahma touched the foam that had come out of a previous devastation, and a great demon got created, and Lord Brahma got really, really frightened of this demon. So he ran away. And then Lord Vishnu came and he killed the demon, but still Lord Brahma would not come back because he was so frightened of this demon and he just wouldn't come back. So the Lord then asked Gopakumar to take the position of Lord Brahma. I was just listening to a class on the way here, Srila Prabhupada's class, and Srila Prabhupada was saying that Lord Brahma is also like, us. So, his position is not permanent. He also dies. So we can see here that actually somebody who's so spiritually elevated can actually take the position with their pious credits of Lord Brahma. So Gopakumar then took the position of Lord Brahma. And he was really enjoying that relationship with the lordships, but he was very anxious. Now we all know that when we take on a project, how much anxiety we have. It's not easy to create. So he was feeling a lot of anxiety. On the other hand, he also liked it because he was able to serve the Lord and he could be with the Lord. And then he continued for a little while, and then one day a sage came and visited. And he told Gopakumar, do you know that you can't live here forever? You will also have to die. And even in Brahmaloka, there is death. So in Swargaloka, which is a heavenly planet, but it's again within the material world. So everyone is subject to the cycle of birth and death. It's a temporary place. And the same with Martya Loka. So these lokas are mentioned in today's text. Same with Martya Loka. This is the earthly realm. And one of the characteristics of this realm is birth, death, old age, and disease. And Srila Prabhupada says in Śrimad Bhāgavatam 10.3.27, in this material world, from Brahma to an insignificant ant must die. And then same in Patalaloka, which is the lowest of the 7 lower planetary systems, which is a place of darkness, so the sun actually doesn't shine there. There is some opulence there. Apparently there's a lot of IT and technology there, but there is darkness, and it's a place of ignorance actually. But so in that place as well, there is death. So whichever planet you go to, because it's a material planet, one must face death in these planets. So if we go back to the verse and Lord Brahma, so Lord Brahma, so in Lord Brahma's day, everything gets finished at the end. And Brahma has to do his duty to create again. So the next day, he has to create. Shishi Radha Gokulananda ki jai, Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ji ki jai, Gaur Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, so the next day, he has to create again. So we see that Lord Brahma is not independent. So much work has already been done by Krishna's 3 expansions in the form of 3 Vishnus. We see that the entire material creation, there's the universe, our universe is actually the smallest of the whole of that entire creation. And within that smallest planet, Lord Brahma is there, and Lord Brahma takes on the duty of creation, but this is secondary creation. And then he goes to sleep. Now, at night when we go to sleep, we dream. But when Lord Brahma is dreaming, in his dream, he is actually taking instructions from the Garbhodaksha Vishnu. He's taking instructions on how to recreate, how to rehabilitate. So, it all starts again the next day. So, we also have our duties. We also have our duties assigned by our spiritual masters or the authority that we also have to perform. And Srila Prabhupada says that actually these duties they are instructions from Krishna that we should perform. But just like Lord Brahma, we are not independent. We should do our duties according to the Varna Ashram. However, nowadays, people create their own duties and they do their own duties. But Lord Krishna says that even within that, so in Bhagavad Gita 9.27, Krishna says, Yat karosi, yat asnasi, Yat tapasyasi konteya, tat kuruswa mad aparnam. So Krishna says that whatever you do, offer to me. So whatever duties we are doing, we should try and align them to Krishna. And Krishna says that you offer that to me, but you abide by your authority. Just like Lord Brahma had to abide by his authority. And it's not that you do anything, so you might not have the job of being a thief, and then you say that, but I'm doing it for Krishna. So it's not like that. But any other duties you do, you should offer to Krishna. So we in the VCC office, we also assign services to the volunteers. But the volunteers also have to take instructions from the team leaders. It's not that they come here and they decide, I will do whatever I want to do. They also are not independent. They have to take instructions from the team leads and do their duties. So we also see that Srila Prabhupada created the whole movement. So he is the creator of ISKCON. He created the whole movement. And within that, we might be secondary or 5th or 6th or 10th or 20th. We are trying to do something little for Srila Prabhupada and his movement. But again, this is with instruction. So we should do it with instruction from our spiritual master or Srila Prabhupada, through his books or through authority. So sometimes, people say that they had a dream as well. Srila Prabhupada gave them an instruction, or their spiritual master gave them an instruction. So if we are not as elevated as Lord Brahma, or we are not so pure, we shouldn't just go by that. We should actually, ask a sadhu or a guru, or, look at the shastras. So we should check with that before performing those duties, because we are not at the level of Lord Brahma. And we see that Lord Brahma doesn't just serve by creating the material world. So, that's not just his job. He also, so we see that in one day of Brahma, Lord Krishna actually comes to this material world to, have his pastimes, his leelas. And Lord Brahma takes part in Krishna's leelas. Can anyone think of where he takes part in Krishna's leela when Krishna comes? Yes, so the Brahma Vibhona pastime. We all know this pastime, so I'm not going to narrate it. But we see that Lord Brahma gets very disillusioned. He thinks that this young boy, he's a cowherd boy. Look at him playing and, with his cowherd friends. Surely he can't be the Lord. So Brahma also gets disillusioned. But this is all part of Krishna's plan. It's all a leela that, they are playing. So knowing all this, there is a big question. So finally, there is a big question. Why is the destruction taking place? So Lord Brahma spends the whole day creating, and then at night, everything gets destructed. Why is this destruction taking place? Any ideas? Why might it be happening? Take rest. So Brahma needs to take rest from his service. Okay, anything else? Okay, so the acharyas actually say that it is to bring us back to our consciousness, to remind us that this place is not for being comfortable. So, during the day, we live in this material world, we get very comfortable, but then, it's a lesson for us, so, to teach us that don't get so comfortable. And I was just thinking that it must be so frustrating for Lord Brahma. If we have a project or we are creating something, we are putting so much energy, and we create something, and then at night time it all gets destroyed. And it must be so frustrating. It must be so frustrating for Brahma as well, that now I have to create again. But also Lord Brahma is helping in that compassion for us jivas, so that we learn this lesson, and we come back to Godhead. So we see from this text that Martya Loka, the realm that we are living in, is actually the best place from where we can go back to Godhead. It's the ideal place for spiritual awakening. And we saw that in Gopakumar's story, that he traveled from one planet to another, but he was not happy. He was not happy because he wanted to be with Krishna. He wanted to be with Krishna as in his cowherd form, original form in Goloka Vrindavan. So until he gets there, he is not happy, and he just keeps traveling in search of the Lord. So we should also think that I'm not happy here, I'm not comfortable, although our lifestyle might be brilliant, we might be situated in a very happy environment, everything is going well in our life, but again, we should not be comfortable, and we should think that, no, we need to go back to Goloka Vrindavan. Now, we are especially lucky that in this yuga, Lord Chaitanya came. And he came and gave us the Nam Sankirtan to make it easier for us. So for us, we don't need to go to Tapaloka, Mahaloka, whatever, do sacrifices, do meditation. Just here in this realm, we can just chant the holy name and go back to Godhead. That's what Srila Prabhupada said. Chant and be happy and go back to Godhead. So that's all we need to do. So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you for listening so patiently, and we will open up for any realizations. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, Mataji, for a tough question, but Lord Brahma is our Acharya. He comes in disciplic succession, and he sleeps for half of the day, 12 hours. And Prabhupada writes in 6th chapter of Gita, who sleeps for more than 6 hours is certainly influenced by mode of ignorance. So how do you understand this?
Okay. I'm not qualified to answer this question, but my understanding is that Even in his sleep, what is he doing? He's serving the Lord. He's taking instructions. So his sleep, like I said, is not like our sleep. When we sleep, that's it. We are in ecstasy, finished. But his sleep is not like our sleep. He's actually taking instructions from the Lord.
Where is it mentioned? He's taking instructions even in his sleep? What's the reference?
In this verse.
So sorry.
In this verse, it says that in his night, he's taking instructions from the Garbhodaksai Vishnu.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, Hare Krishna. Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. I just cannot grasp this verse itself. It said that outside of those three planetary systems, which is Bhubhuvar Svah, that Brahma's one day is lasting 4 yugas by 1,000. Outside of it, can grasp. Can you go down, scroll to the verse? Outside. That means not inside of this is different. What is outside of? Three planetary systems are there. He said outside of this, Brahma's life is so long. I don't understand that. Outside, that means not included us or something.
That is interesting, and I don't know the answer to that. Because, like, in our... Like we did the calculation of the kalpa, so it's about Brahma's day and our day. So outside of our day is...
outside of creation, because Bhubhuvar Svah or Svarga Martya Patala, this is everything. And outside of this, Brahma's life is so long. It's kind of strange.
Sorry, anyone else would like to... Maybe we can research on this.
Is it just saying that Brahma's planet is just like in this context considered out of the
It is outside of this field.
No, only in this context I think that it's outside. That's what I find.
Because
No, in general, Brahma's planet is outside of these three planetary systems.
No, because Brahma's planet is also part of this material world, because he also dies.
I would say.
It's not subject to devastation, is it?
Yeah, so, yes.
It still remains as it is.
Yes, because it says that these planets under Brahmaloka get submerged. So his planet does not get submerged. So it might be just in this context that outside of his planet, these planets get submerged.
First to Kalpam, because Brahma's planet destroyed only on the end of his life.
Yeah, when the final, Okay. Yes.
Still, this is bewildering. Still, it means outside of Svarga Martya Patala, Brahma's life is such a long. That means within these three planetary systems is different. Not sure.
Yeah, I think it's what context you read it in. Okay, thank you. Prabhuji's got a question.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I was wondering who Gop Kumar is in the beginning, before he started traveling. Is he?
He's a young cowherd boy.
Was he in?
Was living. He's a Brahmana boy. He was living in Vrindavan.
With Krishna's pastimes?
No.
No.
No. So he was just living in Vrindavan, and he wanted to find Krishna. So then, when he goes to Goloka Vrindavan, he becomes Krishna's pastimes. Obviously, in the Goloka Vrindavan he is, and his name was Swarupa, I think. Was it Swarup? Sarup or something like that. Yeah, so originally he is a cowherd boy from Golaka Vrindavan, But he was here in this world, in Vrindavan, and then he was searching for the Lord. And then he travels to all these planets and then finally gets to Goloka Vrindavan, where he then lives with Krishna. Okay.
Yes, in your class you were mentioning about when Brahma sleeps, that it gives the living entities an opportunity to understand what their real position is. But I mean, it seems to me also that the manifestation of the cosmos also gives the living entity an opportunity to realize that that's not where he should be. I mean, Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Abramo Bhavano Loka, that everywhere from Brahma's planet down to the ant, all are places of misery. So it's not necessarily, you were like saying, it's not necessarily a comfortable ride for us. We meet suffering at every juncture in every species of life. So I just wondered, why that is necessary, that you have to have that, place where Brahma sleeps, and you're given the opportunity. We're given the opportunity in the human form of life to understand our real position, but in all the other species, we still encounter suffering. So I just wondered still why we have to have that position then.
But like even in the other species, we are still progressing. So, we are going through all the different species to come to the human life. So wherever we are, it gives us that chance to again progress, to move on. And then it's only in this realm here that as a human, we have an even better opportunity as a human to do something about it. But like the other species, they are just carrying on with moving from one form to another until they get the mercy, or they finish all their cycles and then they get a human form of life. So everyone is benefiting. Each time we take birth, we are benefiting if we are moving forward.
Okay. Right. Thank
That's how I see it. Okay, thank you. So it's now time, so we will stop here. Thank you so much for listening. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.